Tucked away in the beautiful and unspoiled San Juan Mountains of southeast Colorado and the Rio Grande National Forest, where the Conejos River flows, providing some of the most exceptional fishing anywhere, lies Rainbow Trout Ranch. First settled by the Spanish in the 1600s, their legacy remains even today. In the 1870s, gold and silver were discovered in the region, leading to the rapid growth of mining towns in the area. But by the 1900s, mining exploration moved on and the towns were abandoned, but were soon replaced by fishing camps, as the area became recognized for its exceptional fishing. In the 1920s, the main lodge at the ranch was being constructed, an enormous 18,000 square foot structure, which quickly became the showplace of the Rockies, and remains so today. It is said that not a single nail was used, but rather wooden pegs and dowels, given its structural integrity. Whether you're a family, couple, or individual, you'll find Rainbow Trout Ranch to be an exceptional destination and transformative experience. The staff are hand-selected for their professionalism and can-do attitude, and come to the ranch from Maine to California and everywhere in between. At Rainbow Trout Ranch, you can disconnect from that digital lifestyle and get in touch with what's really important in life. Like friends, family, spectacular views, wildlife, the peace and serenity that surrounds you. It's an experience that touches all your senses and will have you coming back for more. For over 2 decades, the Van Berkom family have welcomed guests from around the world to share their lives and lifestyle in an environment only a guest ranch experience can offer. You might arrive as a new guest, but you will leave as family and be forever a part of its long history. Generations of families have kept returning here year after year. Kids who came here with their family now return with their own children or even grandchildren to experience all that the ranch has to offer.
I feel like this is a very, very special place. It brings families together. It's kind of magical because you're away from the outside worries and what's going on in the outside world. It brings families together. You eat together. You play games together. You interact with other people from other walks of life, from other countries, and you feel like family. It's just a very, very special place in my heart. The charm, the rusticness of the cabins, but they've kept it like that. It's not commercialized. You just feel like you're at home every day. You wake up and you may not have any idea what you're going to do that day, and it just turns out to be the most wonderful day you've ever had. I loved it as a child. I grew up coming here, and every summer we look forward to this vacation. We met friends that we would meet again the next year and the next year and the next year, and so you had friendships that you made along the way. I brought my children. We brought our children as they grew up, and
They're bringing their children now.
yeah. So now our grandchildren are a part of it, and it's just been a part of my life, I think.
But what's a week at Rainbow Trout Ranch like? We're glad you asked. Because there's something for every age group and every member of the family to enjoy. If you've never learned to fly fish, the friendly guides hold casting clinics, so you'll be fishing like a pro in no time. If you love fishing, the guides at Rainbow Trout Ranch will show you the best spots to snag the big ones. Whether it's on the Conejos River, a tributary of the legendary Rio Grande flowing directly through the ranch, or other streams and lakes in the area. You'll quickly see why they're guest rated at one of the top 5 fly fishing ranches in the country.
Yeah, that's number one.
You know, one of the things I like to think about, I think I have the greatest job in the world because I kind of like to live in the past, and that's what a dude ranch is. It's taking them back to what life would have been like 50, 60 years ago, and maybe even longer than that. And so I think that's a wonderful thing, heritage that when I'm on the hayride, I remind kids of what it was like to come out here with a horse and wagon, what it was like being out here where there were no bridges across rivers, what it was like when there were no fences and all the cattle ran together, and how important branding was and that kind of thing. He lives in the snow at 40 below, or Malibu by the sea, which is very true, by the way, they're everywhere. Now, I'm just an old cowpuncher, love to listen to his tune. Sing along with me now, 1, 2, 3. Hey, howdy, hey! Yell it nice and loud and tall and proud. Hey, howdy, hey! So I think that's one of the real joys. And then I think I have in my heart something that I want kids to be able to read about Western adventure. I grew up reading about Western adventure, and of course, when I grew up, we could listen to the radio and TV shows that were all about cowboys. That doesn't happen anymore. It is a wonderful place for families because it is so many different activities for so many different kinds of people. I think that's something that distinguishes us You don't have to watch your kids every moment. I'll never forget one little boy said, "Oh, Doug, this is way better than Disneyland because here the rides last for hours instead of minutes." I mean, that's a line we ought to coin. So it's a great line. And then maybe one of the most satisfying things to watch is teenagers who are not really wanting to go on vacation with mom or dad. And you can kind of see them come in with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And it is fun to see, after the week's over, they come and shake your hand and say, "Oh, this was a great week." And they can find out you can have a lot of fun without having a device in your hand. And there's a lot of things to do that last night, the teenagers played a rousing game of capture the flag. I mean, they were into it. It was fun. They came in sweaty and muddy, and I mean, it was a great night.
If you've come for the incredible horseback riding experience, start your week off by watching the horses come in from their night pasture and the sun starts to break over the surrounding mountain ridges. As many times as you might see the horses come in and across the bridge, it never gets old. Once the horses report to the corral, the wranglers get busy grooming and saddling the horses for the day's trail rides. If it's been a while since you've been on a horse, or you're a novice rider, not to worry. The experienced wranglers will carefully match you up with a horse well suited to your riding abilities, for they know if you and your horse are a good match, you'll enjoy the week's trail riding all that much more. But first, you'll receive a thorough and comprehensive safety orientation where you can learn how horses think, and how to effectively communicate with them while riding.
That doesn't exist. Any horse, even the oldest, quietest, most half-dead horse can still react in a way you don't expect, but they are animals. When you figure out, folks, we have 3 variables here. All right, I think we've covered most of what I need to cover. We're in the Rocky Mountains here. You do need to take your weight to the incline when you're climbing or coming downhill. If you're going uphill, lean forward, lean into the incline. Going downhill, lean back just a little bit, lean into the incline. So always take your weight to the incline, forward or back, okay? When you do that, keep your feet forward, don't bring them back. Horses hate your feet back in their flanks. Not a good plan. Do we have any English riders here? We do have a few, so I'll use the English thing too. English riding is great. I grew up riding English. It teaches you a great seat, but there are a few things that don't translate as well into Western riding, so we'll talk about that. We take our riding very seriously here at the ranch, and we want everybody to have a good experience, whether they're a total beginner or somebody very advanced. We actually get a lot of people here who experienced horsemen and women in their own right, as well as people who've never even been on a horse before. We do try and accommodate to every level and every ability. One of the hardest things we do is sit down and match the people with their horses, because we don't really, unless they're returned, and we do have a lot of returns, we don't know the people, but we know our horses well, and usually because we have such a great herd, it works out. Now and again, if it's not a good match, we're happy to change out, but because we have great wranglers who we take the time to really train, because we really are careful about what horses we keep and what horses we don't keep, and also because we do a serious in-depth orientation on Mondays for everybody, we just tend to have a very safe program. We're very safety conscious without being over the top.
And speaking of riding, the riding is spectacular.
Yeah.
You'll cross streams, ride through the Aspen Cathedral, see abundant wildlife, and explore the beautiful mountains of southeastern Colorado.
As Jane said, the riding program is obviously what people come to Rainbow Trout Ranch for specifically. Our fishing's great, but the riding is what it's all about, and we have various levels of riding, so people from the beginning, people who have never ridden a horse, to those, like she said, who are advanced, all have the chance to go out and do what they like to do, trotting and loping. Great big stands of aspens, and we get the great vistas of all the mountains, with some snow-capped mountains yet at this time of year even. So the riding program is very diverse. You can stay kind of flat in the river bottoms, you can ride high up in 11,000 feet in the mountains, and so there's a little something for everybody for sure.
And we definitely do the trotting and loping for those that want to. We'll always do a mosey ride, which is strictly walking. Always accommodate that, but lots of people would like to do the trotting and loping, and we do have plenty of that as well.
Now, I've got to ask you, does it get any better than this? When you get back to the ranch, you can settle back into warm and welcoming accommodations, where every window gives you an open window to the nature surrounding you. And on a cool, crisp night, you can warm your boots by a glowing fire. You'll never hear your kids say I'm bored at the ranch, as the staff will keep them busy with activities they probably have never done before. One evening, it may be a hayride around the ranch, with the horsepower provided by the ranch draft horses. The pool and lunch cookouts are always a hit with the kids of any age group. Try your hand at trap shooting, knocking clay pigeons out of the sky. Or learn to shoot archery targets. And everyone loves the evening square dances. The staff will teach you the basic steps, and, well, the rest is up to you. One evening, you can sit around a roaring fire in the lodge and listen to old Western songs provided by professional cowboy entertainers.
There's a lot of good cowboy songs, and some of them are 100 years old, some are 50 years old, some are 80 years old. Some of the very best ones were written in the 40s and the 30s, and they were written for the silver screen. He wrote this song sometime in the 30s. But it never got recorded until 1946, and the first person to ever record it was Burl Ives. Yeah! An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on the ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty bunch of red
But what's really special about Rainbow Trout Ranch? Guests share their heartfelt feelings on what's special to them about the ranch.
I love this ranch because it's family oriented. We've been coming here for 17 years. This is our 7th visit, and we've brought our kids and our grandkids, and it's never a disappointment.
We love it all. We love it all. We love the riding. Didn't really ride too much before we came, but learned to ride here, and the fishing's fantastic. But I guess mainly it's the fact that, you know, there's something for everyone. The kids just have such a laugh. They muck about with the Van Berken kids and all the other guest children, and it's just a really special family holiday.
They want to keep coming back every year, don't they?
Yeah. Each time we sort of think, well, should we come back to RTR? There's all these amazing ranches that we could go to in the US, but you know, we love it, absolutely love it, and I think that it sort of starts with Jane and David and Doug and Linda for us, really. I mean, the way that they sort of set it all out, and the tone, and the Wranglers can't do enough for you. Everyone's so sort of upbeat and smiley and just wanting to make a really sort of special time. And you know that it doesn't kind of run itself. You know, there's a hell of a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes, but you know, it's just a wonderful, relaxing, happy, joyful, happy time. That's why we keep coming back.
You feel like you're coming home, and the more we come back, the more I feel like we're coming home to our family, which is lovely. And the kids just love coming back, and
they keep in touch during the year now.
They keep in touch during the year, so it's a very special place for us, and I think it's lovely that the kids have had that growing up. But it's so different from our lifestyle at home. It's so different from anything we do at home, and to come back to this little corner of Colorado is very special.
And it's the ultimate family adventure vacation. I mean, it's a chance for people who come from suburban areas who, we've been told, you know, the first time their kid's actually been able to run by himself free without mom and dad helicoptering over top of them and wondering if they're going to be okay. You know, they know they're going to go off with these other kids and play and have, you know, outdoor adventure and not worry about their safety and just the concerns they deal with in everyday life. And so it's great because every family member can do what they want to do. If riding's not their thing, they can go fishing or hiking or sit around the porch and just enjoy the afternoon. You know, you don't have to sit there and go around Disney and stand by the ride while they're doing the ride. You can go off and have the exact same vacation your children are having and have a great time.
Yeah, it's really about family, and really the business that we're in is making memories. That's really what our business is. And that's why so many people come back, because they have a great experience. They love the staff, they love everything about the place, but it's really about making memories.
If you're ready to disconnect from your daily digital lifestyle, if you're ready to reconnect with family, friends, natural beauty, horses, and the really meaningful things in life, if you're ready to ride the mountains, fish clear water streams, and have the experience of a lifetime that'll keep you coming back year after year, well then, round up your friends and family and head to southeastern Colorado for the experience of a lifetime. Come live the kinship of the Wild West at Rainbow Trout Ranch. We'll see you at the corral.